students, how are you? Welcome back to Continue Real Number. Today I am here to continue with a very important question, that is 6 to the power n cannot be end with 0. So let's start. So today we are going to solve an important question, that is 6 to the power n cannot be end with 0, where is n belongs to a natural number. So take few examples. First we are taking 6 to the power 1. So in place of n we are taking 1. You know that 6 to the power 1 is equal to 6. Similarly, when you take 6 to the power 2, so in place of n we are taking 2 and 6 square will be 36. Again we are taking another example, 6 to the power 3. So in place of n we are taking a natural number, that is 3. So 6 to the power 3 is 216. So now it is clear to you that 6 to the power n is 6 and 6 square is 36 and 6 cube is 216. That means 6 to the power n is ended with 6. 6. So it is clear to us that 6 to the power n is always end with 6 if we put a natural number in place of n. Now take some examples of another numbers which are ended with 0. Suppose we have a number 10, another number is 30, and another number is 70, and there is another number 100. So when we prime factorize 10, it will be 2 into 5. When we prime factorize 30, it will be 3 into 2 into 5. When we prime factorize 70, it will be 7 into 2 into 5. When we prime factorize 100, it will be 2 into 5 into 2 into 5. Now see these examples carefully. You can see that any number which end with 0 should have at least two prime factors, 2 and 5. In prime factorization of 10, you can see 2 and 5. In prime factorization of 30, again 2 and 5. In prime factorization of 70, we are again having 2 and 5, and in prime factorization of 100, we have again 2 and 5. So any number which end with 0 should have at least two prime factors, 2 and 5. Now factorize 6 to the power n. So when we prime factorize 6 to the power n, it will be 2 into 3 whole to the power n. It can be written as 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n. So now it is clear that 6 to the power n has only prime factor 2 and 3. But by these examples, it is clear that any number which end with 0 should have at least two prime factor 2 and 5. But in 6 to the power n, we see that we have only 2 and 3. So 5 is missing here. Therefore 6 to the power n cannot be end with 0 for any natural number n. Now how you know that 6 to the power n has only factors or only prime factors 2 and 3? By the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we know that every composite number has unique prime factorization. So it is clear that 6 to the power n cannot have any other factor, any other prime factor except 2 and 3. So 6 to the power n cannot have a factor 5, and without 5 it cannot be end with 0. So now it is clear to you. I am summarizing this question once again. Any number which end with 0 should have at least two prime factor 2 and 5. But 6 to the power n has only factor 2 and 3. Therefore it cannot be end with 0. This is a very important question, and this question is often asked in the examinations, and hope this question is now clear to you that any number which end with 0 should have at least two prime factor 2 and 5. But 6 to the power n have no factor 5. It is only factor 2 and 3. Therefore, it cannot end with 0. I am giving you similar questions at the end of this video, and try those questions. Until then,